Who wants to make $5?
How?
I need someone to take the fall.
What did you do?
I can't tell you. Yes or no, no questions asked.
Make it 10.
Done. Oh my God! You're a good son. I got him, honey! I got him, don't worry!
Good day and good night. Welcome to the High and Low Retrospective, where we rewind and rewatch the shows that shaped our brains, bent the rules, and quietly told us the truth while making us laugh too hard to notice. Today we're going back to the early 2000s, not quite post 9/11 yet, but already feeling the squeeze of suburban pressure, economic anxiety, and the quiet collapse of traditional parenting norms. And right in the middle of it all, a boy genius with rage issues, a father who dances in his underwear, and a mother who rules the house with tactical precision. This one's about Malcolm in the Middle and the unfiltered chaos of survival parenting.
You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now.
When Malcolm in the Middle premiered in 2000, family sitcoms were still clinging to the idea of the relatable household. Think Everybody Loves Raymond, all built on familiar formats, laugh tracks, tidy morals, and a little dysfunction sprinkled over a very orderly world. Then Malcolm dropped. No laugh track, cold opens that felt like sketches from an absurdist variety show, a single camera format, a tone that was raw, fast, and completely unfiltered. It wasn't about dysfunction, it was about survival. This wasn't a quirky family with issues. This was a working class household held together with duct tape, denial, and just enough love to keep it from burning down.
Sleep well, my little angels.
At its surface, it was about Malcolm, a gifted kid in the middle of 4 brothers, eventually 5. He breaks the fourth wall, he narrates, he suffers, he calculates, but this wasn't just Malcolm's story. This was about all of them. Hal, played by Bryan Cranston, the chaotic, often clueless dad whose inner world is full of wonder and panic in equal measure. Lois, played by Jane Kaczmarek, the iron-willed mother who knows the world is out to get her kids and refuses to let it win. There's Reese, Dewey, and Francis, siblings who range from feral to brilliant to broken, and sometimes all 3 in the same scene. And Malcolm, a neurodivergent genius trapped in a household that can't afford to nurture genius.
Reese, what did you roll in?
Malcolm isn't just smart, he's different, prone to emotional meltdowns, easily overstimulated, and hyper-aware of the social absurdities around him. He was one of the first network TV protagonists who clearly embodied signs of neurodivergence, even if the language wasn't there yet. But instead of centering the show around overcoming his differences, Malcolm in the Middle centered him in a world that was just as unmanageable as his inner life. The family didn't go to therapy. They couldn't afford it. They didn't reflect on their trauma. They didn't have time. They lived paycheck to paycheck, crisis to crisis, and yet still found time to be together, if not exactly united. Lois wasn't toxic. She was strategic. Hal wasn't checked out. He was overwhelmed. And their parenting wasn't gentle or traditional. It was adaptive, survival parenting, before anyone called it that.
Haha.
Oh! Keeps going under the bed.
Oh my God, I just pushed it in even farther. Oh, got it. Oh wait, what's this?
Malcolm in the Middle was created by Linwood Boomer, a former actor turned writer. You may know him from Little House on the Prairie. Malcolm in the Middle was semi-autobiographical. Boomer had grown up as the middle child in a working-class Canadian family, a gifted student in a chaotic home. That tension between being special and being neglected powered the series. From the outset, the show broke rules. No laugh track, single camera shooting, surreal cold opens, direct-to-camera narration. But beyond the format, it was the honesty that cut through. Malcolm in the Middle didn't chase sentiment, it chased survival. It didn't end episodes with hugs. It ended with consequences, often unfair ones. Because in that world, life didn't always offer closure. It just moved on.
That's a stupid idea about working.
That's enough. You boys heard your mother. What's he playing for tonight?
Bedtime in a Jackie movie.
Stop screwing around and pin him.
Remember the episode where a single burned out light bulb sets off a domestic Rube Goldberg machine? Hal walks in to replace the bulb. Simple enough. only to notice that the shelf holding the spare bulbs is loose. So he goes to fix the shelf, but then he realizes he needs a screwdriver, and the screwdriver's drawer is jammed. And before you know it, he's in the garage surrounded by dismantled furniture, sweat pouring down his face, locked in a war with entropy while the light bulb still hasn't been changed. This wasn't just a bit. This was a metaphor. The show didn't exaggerate life. It just refused to sanitize it. Chaos wasn't the plot twist. It was the baseline. Control wasn't an illusion. And through it all, the family kept stumbling forward. No wiser, no closer, but never entirely broken. That's what made it so real.
It's called chemistry. No, that doesn't happen. Except maybe the first time.
Malcolm in the Middle didn't try to teach you how to live. It showed you how to survive. It gave us a family that was loud, abrasive, often cruel, but also fiercely loyal. It taught kids who grew up in messy households that you could still be brilliant, still be worthy, still be funny. And for many of us, that was the most honest depiction of home we'd ever seen.
Boopy, 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 boop.
In retrospect, Malcolm in the Middle feels like a precursor to so much that came after. Arrested Development took its dysfunction and layered in absurdist narration. The Middle borrowed its tone and working class chaos. BoJack Horseman used surreal humor to address emotional trauma in ways Malcolm hinted at. And Breaking Bad, well, that's a different story. Bryan Cranston started here, dancing in tighty whities and owning every second.
Once again, I have to be embarrassed for the both of us.
Critically beloved, Malcolm in the Middle was a ratings hit in its early seasons and won multiple Emmys, including Best Directing and a lead actress win for Jane Kaczmarek. It ran for 7 seasons and over 150 episodes, and it never lost its weird, jagged rhythm. So that's the High and Low Retrospective on Malcolm in the Middle, a show that didn't clean up its messes, didn't soften its blows, and gave us a family who fought, failed, and frustrated each other, but still showed up, episode after episode. It wasn't aspirational, it was real. Chaotic, loud, unfair, and unforgettable. If you haven't watched Malcolm in the Middle, or if it's been a while, go check it out. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the shows, films, and moments that shaped us, especially the ones that made us feel seen, even in the mess. Until next time, stay critical, stay nostalgic, and remember,
You'll be the only person in that position who will ever give a crap about people like us.